When was the last time that you checked your salary against what other project managers are earning today? Because PMI recently released their latest salary survey breaking down all this information. And the surprising news is that there are project managers who are earning tens of thousands more dollars than other project managers, but with the same job title. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down real salary numbers from PMI, who's getting paid the most, and what they're doing differently than what you might not be doing. And if you stick until the end of this video, I'm going to be sharing the one factor that separates these high-paying project managers from everyone else. Hey friends, my name's Alvin. I'm a certified PMP here to help you grow your career in project management so you can earn the income that you deserve. Now, before we dive into this, I want to preface this with a statement that there is still a huge and increasing demand for project managers. Now, there is continuing changes in the market and there's a lot of advancements in AI. However, project management still stands out as one of the best jobs and professions to go after this upcoming year. Now, from PMI's Talent Gap Report, the world still needs up to 30 million plus professionals by 2035. And that speaks volumes to how steady, or at least how in demand, project management professionals are in the upcoming decade. So if this is a career that you're interested in and you want to earn a high income, this is definitely a career that's worth pursuing. And plus, we're going to be breaking down all these salary numbers so you know exactly what you're getting yourself into. Now, I also want to emphasize that it's so important to know what you're worth so that you get paid what you deserve. So listen to the numbers that I'm going to be sharing with you, this real data, so that you can use it as part of your market research when you go into salary negotiations for your job interviews and possibly job promotions. Now, first, I want to give you a disclaimer. While the PMP certification is associated with median salaries, it does not claim causation. Now, this is a statement that I believe PMI put in its salary survey, but I want to emphasize it here in this video because just because you get the PMP certification does not automatically assume that you will make more money. Sometimes just because you have the certification does not mean that you will get a $30,000 to $50,000 increase in your salary. Sometimes it will just allow you to get qualified just for the interview. And so you have to do other things to stand out to actually get the job. Now, as I see it, there was a huge market crash in the PMP because so many thousands of people are becoming PMP certified. So what used to be a PMP differentiator is no longer going to differentiate you from the thousands of people applying to the same job as you. However, with that said, having the PMP will help you earn a salary that you deserve. So here are the high-level results that I put here in my notes from PMI's recent salary survey. Those with a PMP certification earn 17% higher on average across all 21 countries that were surveyed. This tells us that the PMP is still a strong certification to pursue this year because it's tied, or at least it's correlated to a higher salary increase. But not just that, over the past 12 months, nearly 60% of PMP certified professionals reported an increase in total compensation, with 75% of those people having a salary increase of up to 10%. If you're excited about making more money and how it's tied to the PMP, let me know about it in the comment section. Comment the words "I'm a money maker" down below, and that's your signal to me that you like this content and that you want to dive into the field of project management. So now, the moment that you've been waiting for, I want to share with you the salary surveys for project managers, specifically in the United States, because that is where I am based. So the way that it works is that PMI sent out this survey to 53,000 plus professionals in the United States. Unfortunately, not everyone will fill out that survey and tell PMI how much they earn. So of those 53,000 people, only about 3,021 professionals filled out that survey in the United States. However, that is still a really good data point for us to understand how much are project management professionals earning across our entire country. Again, all the data that I'm sharing is for the United States. If you want to dive deeper into this salary survey and find out your specific location, I highly recommend checking out the full article and even get a copy of the report itself by using my link that I'll share in the description box down below. So across all PMP professionals in the United States, the median salary is $135,000. Now, if you have less than 5 years of experience with the PMP, then you are earning a median salary of $123,000. But if you're between 5 and 10 years of experience with the PMP certification, then the median salary is $150,000. My friend, isn't that amazing? That's already between $100,000 to $200,000, which is a lot of money. Now, let's say that you have 10 plus years of experience with the PMP certification. How much money are we talking here? Well, from their salary survey, the median salary of PMP professionals with 10 plus years of experience is $173,000. If you're excited about that number as much as I am, definitely let me know about it and comment the words money maker down below, because wouldn't you want to make more than $170,000 per year? My friend, I truly believe that project management is a growing career path, and I do think that we get paid a high income for what we're doing. So I still strongly believe in this profession. I do think that we definitely get paid a high income and we're making huge benefits for the company that we're serving. Now, I do want to emphasize this caveat. The PMI salary survey, while it tells you how many people were PMP certified, it does not tell you the industry or the specific state in your country that they're being paid. Okay, so you don't know if this salary is corresponding to people who work in IT, who work in agriculture, who work in the aerospace, manufacturing, operations, pharmaceutical, and the list goes on. So please keep that in mind. So I want to emphasize here that those who do not have a PMP certification have a median salary of $109,157. And that corresponds to a 24% pay difference if you do not have a PMP certification. So what is that telling you? Yes, the PMP exam is changing by July of 2026. However, you should be doing everything that you possibly can to become PMP certified so that you can rack up those points, those easy brownie points, so that when you're applying to a job and you're going in for those negotiation for your salary, use your PMP certification to negotiate a higher salary that's at least $10,000, maybe even $20,000 based on your market research, where your country is located, maybe even where your industry is at. So use this salary compensation data and these findings from PMI to justify why you deserve at least 10 to 15 to even 20% more than what you're being currently paid. By the way, to help you stand out in today's job market so that you can land your next job as a project manager, I have a free gift for you. You can download my free project manager resume template at alvinthepm.com/resume template. This is the exact resume template that I've used to land 6-figure engineering project manager jobs. So go ahead, download it completely for free at alvinthepm.com/resume template. Now, this video would not be complete if I didn't share with you actionable steps that you can take to turn this salary survey data into real money that's pouring into your bank account. The very first step is to benchmark your location and your role, the roles that you're targeting. So depending on your industry and where you're located, you're likely going to be paid a certain amount for your salary. So I recommend that you do your research using PayScale, Glassdoor, or Indeed.com, what the roles that you're targeting are typically earning in your location, in your industry, and similar job titles. You want to write these numbers down inside of an Excel sheet or maybe a Microsoft Word document. You want to supplement this with PMI's salary survey data that I'm sharing with you in this video. Next, during your actual job interview, this is where you're going to apply this to your actual salary negotiation process. Typically, in the first interview that you're going to have, it's going to be with the HR recruiter. However, you don't want to spill to them immediately and ask them, "Hey recruiter, how much money am I going to be offered for this position?" Please don't do that, because that is going to completely ruin your chance of even getting the job offer itself. In your first interview, the recruiter will ask you a question like this: "Alvin, what are your expectations for your salary?" But when they do that, you do not want to specify a real number. You want to be vague, and trust me when I say this, the first person who uses or references a number will usually be the one losing in the long game. So if you get asked this question, you want to say something like, I'm open, I'm flexible. And if they really keep pounding you on it, then you want to keep saying, I'm flexible, I'm open. I know that salary is just a small part of the entire package. And what I'm really looking for is for a win-win outcome for the both of us, because I want to bring as much value to the company and make sure that we're a great fit for each other. Do you see what I did there? The second step is to start the negotiation process after you've received the job offer. And the way you do that is you can discuss how you've already researched current market trends, and based on what you found, people who are in a similar role as you, in a similar industry and similar companies like the one that you've applied to, are earning similar rates like this. And then you can talk about your certifications, your background, your experience, and the value that you bring, and that should be earning within a range from A to B. And so you want to use that and how you can bring value to the company with your past accomplishments to negotiate a higher salary. And your PMP is going to play a much heavier role with being able to negotiate at least a $10,000 salary increase if you live in the United States. You can even say that the PMI data from the Project Management Institute shows that those with the PMP certification earns 24% higher than those who are not PMP certified. So again, if you haven't done so already, rewind to the appropriate portions of this video and check out the article down below so you can see the exact salary data points that you can use when you're negotiating your salary for an upcoming job interview or a job promotion. Now, it's very important that you're paid what you're worth, but you also want to be strategic with which industries you're applying to. So to find out the top 5 best industries that pay more than $100,000 for project managers, please watch this video next, and I'll see you in the next video.